Welcome to RGPV video lecture. RGPV scheme OCBC program for all courses. Course Communication Skills in English. Course code 6801, semester 1st and 2nd. Basics of Communication. Business Correspondence. Module 2, Lecture 3, Inquiry Letters and Orders. I am Dr. C.S. Varde, lecturer, Government Polytechnic College, Jhabua. Course Objective and Course Outcomes CO3. Course objective is to apply principles of effective communication in business correspondence or professional communication. Course outcome CO3 is to formulate grammatically correct sentences in English using general purpose words. Learning outcomes LOs. At the end of this lecture, the students will be able to: number 1, follow the process of official purchase as against domestic purchase. Second, organize, select and arrange the material to write inquiry letters. Quotation invite, answer to inquiry, writing quotation letter and order for supply of goods or services. Third, achieve the objective of business correspondence with their effective communication skills and impressive style. Prerequisite: students should have the knowledge of basic grammar and punctuation. Secondly, he should know how to form meaningful sentences. Then he is supposed to know the principles of effective communication. They are 7. They are called 7 C's, that is clarity, correctness, completeness, conciseness, consideration, courtesy and concreteness. They should also know how to use subjective or objective styles of writing as required. They should know the mechanics of letters that they have learnt in earlier video lectures. Business correspondence. Here we are talking about inquiry letters, quotation and orders. This business correspondence takes place between buyer's organization and seller's organization. A buyer organization writes a letter for inquiry or it invites quotation from seller organization. The seller organization replies to the inquiry letter or submits the quotation. Then the buyer organization writes an order or places order for supply of goods or services. Let us know about the purchase procedure. Official purchase in government or private organization follows certain established procedure, rules and regulations, unlike a domestic purchase. First of all, requirement is given by the different sections for purchase of goods or services with their justification. Then, second process is to make inquiry. The purchase officer makes inquiry or invites quotations from registered supplier, distributors or manufacturers. Then, comparison. A comparison chart of quotations in terms of cost, including all other charges, is prepared if the number of quotations are more than 1. Then, fourth step is to approve the rates of a particular supplier or manufacturer. Rates are approved by the authorized person or a committee. After that, next step comes that of placing order. Order is placed for supply of goods or an agreement is signed for supply of goods or services. After that, last step is that of receiving the material, verifying the material, then passing the bills, payment of bill as per the terms and conditions. Guidelines for inquiry letters or quotation invite. First of all, we make inquiry to purchase goods or services. We can also call it quotation invite. First thing, all the guidelines applicable to write business letters are applicable for inquiry letters or invite quotation. Secondly, make your subject and business purpose clear in a persuasive, subjective, and polite style in the opening lines. Make it a letter of mutual exchange. Means we should give some information and we should ask for some information. It should be a mutual exchange of seeking and giving information. Fourth, ask all the required questions clearly and number them if you have a lot many questions to get all the answers in a sequence. You can give number to your questions 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, whatever you like. And fifth, assure and express hope that the reasonable competitive prices and terms will turn into a business deal. You should assure the reader that if the prices given by him are reasonable and competitive, then we shall place order for the supply. Mechanics of writing inquiry letters. Like all other business letters, first of all, you write your address, that is heading. It is written on the top right hand corner in 4 lines. In the first line, we give the name, then local address. In the third line, city or state and PIN. And the fourth line tells about the date. We can also write an inquiry letter or quotation for invite on a printed letterhead as given below. This is the printed letterhead, the name of the organization, then logo of the organization is printed here, and then letter number is printed and date is given on the right hand corner. After heading, you write the letter of the reader or receiver. It is called inside address. It is written on the left hand margin after heading in 4 lines, maximum 4 lines. This is the name of the organization, then its address and city. Then after inside address, we write the subject. For example, inquiry about purchase of electrical goods, furniture, books, etc. Or you can write subject inviting quotation for purchase of the item that you want to purchase. Remember, reference is not necessary in inquiry letter. So this is optional. After subject, you start your letter with salutation. It is also called Abhivadan. As in personal talking, we greet the person in a letter, we write it in the salutation. For example, Salutation, it is greeting in the opening paragraph of an inquiry letter. After subject and sometimes reference on the left hand margin. It can be sir or madam. But this is a very formal salutation. We can also write dear sir or madam, which is common and frequently used. Generally, we can write dear sir or madam. We can write dear Mr. Bajaj, which shows our informal relations with the receiver. My dear Mr. Bajaj can also be written. It shows very close contacts with the receiver. What should we write in the opening paragraph? Here are some instructions. Number 1, as we want to win the favor of the reader, the opening paragraph should be persuasive and impressive. The opening paragraph should be impressive and persuasive. It should be written such that he should feel like answering it. He should feel that he should answer your letter and give the required information to you. Secondly, it should not be in hackneyed and stereotyped style, or it is called oft repeated, like most humbly and respectfully I beg to say that. Third, words of appreciation and obligation force the reader to answer back. So if we are using appreciation and obligation, then the reader is forced to write the letter. Fourth, to get immediate response, the business interest of the receiver is to be kept in mind and aroused. For immediate response, we should keep in our mind that what is the interest of the reader, and that is surely a business purpose. Fourth, emphasize that your objective is to provide him a business opportunity. So you are providing him a chance to enter into an agreement of supplying material. Let us see some samples of opening paragraph. For example, first, we are glad to note that you are supplying genuine quality of material of established brand that we need for. Or we can also write, we intend to buy, you name the items here, for our organization. We shall be grateful if you could kindly quote your lowest rates for the items specified below. We can also write, we should be thankful to receive the details of your prices of name of the items, along with detailed specification, terms and conditions of supply. Other facts to be included. There should be some more information in your inquiry letter. And what are they? Number 1, state your specific requirement and conditions so that you can get the best suggestions about the items and quotes. Means you should write what is your specific requirement. For example, you can write, our school is an international school and we need high quality of classroom furniture for children of age between 5 to 10 years. So this, your specific requirement will help him to suggest you the best item and the lowest rates. Second, you can ask for catalog, terms and conditions of supply, inclusive of packing, mode of transport, payment conditions, etc. Ask your questions in a numbered sequence so that you get the answer in the same sequence and none of the questions remains unanswered. If your questions are too many, then we can give numbers to them. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that he will answer in the same sequence and all the answers will be answered. nothing will be left. In closing sentences. Now, how to close your letter? First, once again state responses that you expect from the respondent. What do you want from your reader to answer? And ensure that reasonable prices, terms and conditions will certainly turn into a good business deal. Tell him that you should give reasonable prices and we shall place order for supply. Secondly, attraction of receiving a good order and persuasive language help us to get proper response from the reader. Of course, attraction of getting an order for supply and your persuasive language will help to get the answer of your inquiry letter immediately. Third, the reader should feel like answering your inquiry letter immediately. So with all these conditions, reader would like to answer your inquiry letter. Closing sentence. Here are some samples. For example, you write, if your terms and conditions are favorable, we shall be pleased to place order for supply immediately. As we need these items urgently, we shall appreciate your prompt reply. We can also write, we look forward to your prompt reply. We assure you, if your rates and terms are reasonably competitive, we shall be happy to place this supply order to your firm. Complimentary close. अभिवादन पूर्ण समापन. First, complimentary close and signature part is written after leaving 2 line space on the left hand margin or from the center to the right side. So these compliments can be used either sincerely or yours sincerely or very truly yours truly, yours faithfully. These are the compliments. And after that you write, it is followed by your signature, and after the signature you can give the name, that is the name of the signatory is given under the signature. Let us check that in the inquiry letter, in the opening you should state clearly the purpose of inquiry. Second, show intention to buy. These are the 2 things should be mentioned in the opening. In the middle part, you should use direct and straightforward approach. Request for catalog, price list, sample, ask for terms and conditions regarding discount, credit, packing and forwarding and delivery at site. Also avoid lengthy unnecessary statements. Closing sentences. In the closing, state again about expected responses, assure of placing order if prices and terms are agreeable. So at the end you should write again what answers do you want from the respondent and assure him that you will place an order for supply. Here is a sample. First of all, you write the heading, then the inside address as told earlier, then subject, for example, inquiry about auditorium pushback seats, then the salutation, dear sir. The opening paragraph, we are glad to note that you are supplying genuine and high quality of furniture of established brand that we need to purchase for our newly constructed auditorium. This condition and purpose of your purchase is clear from here, and it is persuasive also. Then in the middle part of the letter you write, the main hall is a theater with 12 steppings. Each step requires 20 seats with a gap after each 5 seats. You give your specific requirement here. For example, you can make a table, and in the first column you can write the items that you want and their specification in the next column. And after writing this, you should write that please enclose your catalog showing price, terms and conditions of supply, packing, mode of transport, payments, etc. And at the end, you write that we hope that we would receive your quotation, terms and conditions within a week. So here you have given the time limit also, and expressed your hope that you will receive the quotation soon. Then you write the compliment, sincerely yours, you put your signature and you give your name. The next type of letter is reply of inquiry letter, or you may call it submitting quotation or quotation. Number 1, an inquiry letter must be replied promptly. One should write the answer of an inquiry letter immediately after receiving the inquiry letter. Secondly, thank for choosing your firm for inquiry in the opening paragraph. You should thank the writer that he has chosen you for getting information. Third, answer all the questions in the same sequence and attach catalog, price list and other supporting documents to give better idea about items quoted. For example, you can write the answers of all the questions in the same sequence and answer all the questions. Fourth, state the terms and conditions clearly. All the terms and conditions should be written clearly. Fifth, state about special consideration, discount or relaxation if any. If you are giving some special consideration or discount or relaxation to the buyer organization, you should make it clear. Secondly, state that you would be glad to provide any other details if required, and you can invite him to write a letter again so that all other things can be answered. 7. At the end of the letter, assure about timely supply, quality and after sale service. And when you are writing a quotation or answer to inquiry letter, at the end you should assure that you would follow the time limit as well as you will adhere to the quality and provide after sale service. Here is a sample of answer to inquiry, and this is the main body. You have to write the heading, inside address, subject and reference. Here reference is given, that of the inquiry letter. And then you write the salutation. You can write dear sir or madam. In the opening paragraph, you thank him. So this is written like this: we thank you for choosing our firm for inquiry about furniture for your newly constructed auditorium. We make all efforts to maintain the image and repute of a reliable supplier of high quality furniture in the national and global market. In the subsequent paragraph, we can write, we have noted your specific requirement and are dispatching our catalog, showing images of seats that you intend to purchase, showing specifications and detailed information. Price list along with terms and conditions are attached herewith. So every term and condition should be clearly written, and you should attach the price list also. We are allowing a special 20% discount to you being our regular customer, and we assure you of our high quality as well as our after sale service. Tell him that we are providing 20% special discount to your firm, and assure him of quality as well as after sale service. And at the end, we shall be glad to answer any of your query, that you are ready to answer any other question if he wants to ask. And then you put your compliment, signature and name. And after that, the next types of letters are to be taken into consideration. Our next process is to place order. These are the third type of letters that we are learning, that is placing order. After receiving an inquiry letter, the respondent quotes his item wise competitive prices. He also mentions his terms and conditions of supply, which is called answer to inquiry or quotation. So we receive the quotation from the seller organization. When a number of quotations are received for the same items, they are compared in a comparative chart, and considering terms and conditions of suppliers, rates of one of the suppliers are approved for placing order. So after comparison, rates are approved, and then we write a letter for placing order of supply. Let us see what contents are given in a letter of order. First, thank the supplier for the quotations and add a note of appreciation for special offer. So first of all, you should thank the quotation writer that he has sent you the quotation, and special thanks should be given because he has provided special favor to you. Secondly, give full specifications, details of items or catalog, model numbers, design, quality, color, style, quantity. So all these things should be mentioned so that there should be no dispute. For example, clear specification of the goods that you want to purchase, then if catalog is required, and if there is a model number, this model number should be given. If a particular design is selected, you should mention it. The quality as well as color and style and quantity, everything should be clearly written in the order letter. Confirm the settled terms of price and payment. You should confirm the settled terms of price and payment which you agree. Fourth, give instructions about packing, forwarding, insurance and shipment by parcel post or by road or railway or air, etc. So you should give clear instruction how the material should be packed, how it should be forwarded, or it should be insured or not, and if the transport is chosen, it is parcel, post or by road or railway or air. Fifth, mention reason for precise date and time bound delivery. Why do you want the supply on a particular date? You can write the reason for it. and tell him that it is a time bound delivery. 6. Close with expectation of prompt quality supply and after sale services if needed. You should close the letter with the hope that he will supply the material well in time, he will maintain the quality of supply as well as after sale service if required. Again, let us learn the mechanics of placing order. So it is written in this way. First of all, heading, it may be a printed letterhead, or we can write heading on a plain paper at the right hand top in 4 lines, or you can use printed letterhead. Secondly, we write the inside address or address of the receiver on the left hand margin in 4 lines maximum. Third, you write the subject, for example, placing order for supply of the items that you want to buy. Fourth, you should give the reference of his quotation later. Then you write the salutation, for example, dear sir or madam, etc. And then in the opening paragraph, you should thank him and use persuasive and impressive style. 7th, other contents of the order. When you are writing an order, you should write clearly about the specification and all other terms and conditions of supply. Then closing sentence, you should express hope that you will get the prompt supply and good quality. And complimentary close is the last part of the letter. So you end the letter with a compliment, signature and name. Here is a sample. So first of all, we write the heading on a plain paper or on a printed letterhead. Then we write the inside address, then subject, reference, and then this is the salutation. And this is the main body of the letter. We thank you for your quotation. We are pleased to inform you that your rates, terms and conditions of supply have been absolutely agreeable and are approved by us. So you give the consent that we have approved your terms and conditions as well as rates. We also thank you for providing special discount of 15% as a special favor to our institution being a regular customer. Then we are placing order for supply of 400 single cushion pushback chairs for the auditorium as per rates mentioned in your quotation. You can also use a table where you write the name of the items in one column and the other details about quantity, quality, rates, charges, GST, etc. and the total order. Here we are right because there is a single item, we can write it like this: total cost being 20 lakhs, amount of payment will be transferred to your bank account after complete supply specifications are given below. So specification should be given clearly in a table if the items are more than one. The supply should be made at our institute address, so the place of supply. Then date before 20th April, and you can also mention why you want to insist on this date. We can write that we insist on this date as Honorable CM will inaugurate the auditorium on 5th of May 2021. We need to get the supply well ahead of this date. So you can write the reason why do you want the supply on a particular date. And in the closing sentence, you should write, we are sure that you would adhere to the date of supply. So you are insisting on a date, and your commitment of high quality of goods and after sale services. So you can write that you are committed to supply high quality of goods and after sale service if required, and then complimentary clause, your signature and name. So let us see what did we learn in this lecture. First of all, organizing material for inquiry letters, invitation for quotations, answer to inquiry letter or submitting quotation, and placing order. यहाँ हमने जाना कि किस प्रकार इंक्वायरी लेटर्स, उनके उत्तर या कोटेशन प्रस्तुत करना या आदेश प्रदान करना, क्रयादेश प्रस्तुत करना, उनका सामग्री को किस प्रकार प्रस्तुत करना है, यह सीखा. सेकंड, फॉर्मेट ऑफ द अबव लेटर्स, इन पत्रों के प्रारूप किस प्रकार होते हैं, यह जाना. थर्ड, मैकेनिक्स ऑफ पार्ट्स, देर आर डिफरेंट parts of a letter. For example, how to write heading, inside address, subject, reference, and salutation. Then we also learnt fourth, opening paragraph of the above types of letters. We learned the different types of opening letters for different types of letters, and then subsequent para giving details, how to write the other details in these types of letters. Then concluding para, complimentary clause and signature part. So after learning, practice is very important. So you should write inquiry letters, then how to write their answer or give quotation, and how to place orders. Practice makes a man perfect. So you should practice more and more. Thanks for watching video.